Okay, Unit 3 deals with notes and specifications. We skipped over Unit 2 because it's about sketches, and I really just want you guys to know how to interpret blueprints. Take a quick look here. There's two different types of notes. You have a local note and a general note. A local note is actually something that points to a very specific object on the piece. A general note is generally for the entire print, so it might be sitting on the outside of the print. You'll see that momentarily. Take a look down here, you see different types of specifications. They're generally inside of the tail of the welding symbol. And then they'll be referenced somewhere outside in a general note like this, telling you that this is a number 20 1/4-inch bronze rod. It's the type of rod that you're using to weld this joint. You can read the rest of that. This just kind of breaks down some things that you'll see in a title block. You might see any or all of these listed inside of a title block, these different specifications. This is just an example of a title block. In the bottom right corner here, we have a revision block. We have a couple other title blocks here. Names of the companies, names of the parts. This has tolerance range. This one doesn't. Drawing numbers. This gives the material. So this material is aluminum. This tells you who it was drawn by, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and take a look at our print, and we'll work on our Unit 3 review. All right, so we got three different views here, lots of different types of lines. Okay, we have our front, top, and right side views. We have some hidden lines. We have a center line. We have a couple of those. Notice that those are indicators of holes. So we have a hole here. We're looking at the top, right? Looking from the top down. We're looking down at this hole. If we're looking at the right side, if we turn this to the right, we're looking at this hole here. The different lines that we have here are extension lines and dimension lines. We have object lines. We have leader lines pointing towards our circles with a local note. We have general notes out here floating in the background. And then, of course, our title block full of specifications here. Now, let's take a look. What is the name of the part? The name of the part is a corner bracket. We're going to blaze through this one, and I'll leave it to you to read it. How many are required? We have 6 pieces. This can all be found in the title block. What is the order number? 63. This one is elementary. It is easy. What type of material is used? Mild. If I focus better. Mild steel. Mild steel. That's 2 words. Chicken scratch. How many views are shown? We have 1, 2, 3. Name each of the views shown. Front, top, right. Front, top, right. Which view shows the shape of the object best? I'm going to go with this one because these you cannot tell that it is an L shape. This one you can. So front view, front. In which views are leaders used? A leader is used for this circle on the right, and a leader is used for this circle on the top. So top, semicolon, right. Semicolon, comma, however you want to do it, however you want to separate it. Name each type of line used in the drawing. Okay, we already did. We got object lines. I'm just going to be straight up and tell you that every line is used here. So, object, hidden center, hidden, center. We have dimension, extension, so dimension, extension. My handwriting is just got awful right now. This is what happens when I write fast. Oh, and one more. We have leader lines as well. Can't forget the leader lines. So in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of lines. Can't think of any other ones. I think that's everything. Yep. Okay. What 4 types of lines are used to aid in dimensioning? I really hate the wording on this question. You can argue that all of these lines aid in the dimensioning. So I take it to where it's not literally saying the dimension of the part. What aids in the dimensioning of that part? Well, what aids in the dimensioning is the object lines because we can see the outline of the object. So I'm going to put object as 1. These ones are going to be less obvious in my opinion. So object, your hidden lines, because they show the outlines of the diameter of the hole. So I would say hidden. Those aid in the dimensioning. The center line aids in the dimensioning of the center of that hole. And then leader lines, because leader lines tell you, leader lines happen to tell you the actual. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna put extension lines here. Okay. Object in center, extension. You know what? No, we're gonna stick with leader. These all aid. Remember, these aid in the dimension of the part. So, what item? Because this gives us dimensions here. Actually, gives us the diameter. See, that's the diameter symbol. This gives us the diameter. Sorry, I had to justify my own means there. What item can be called a general note specification? Well, both of these items can. So, I'm just gonna put break all sharp edges. What item would be identified as a local note? We're talking about local note now. Now we're talking about a specific note on the part. Well, guess what? That is going to be a 1/4 inch drill through. So I'm just going to put 1/4 inch drill through. That's on both of these. Oh, I didn't even put, oh my gosh. 1/4 inch. Wow, I am silly. How many holes are to be drilled per, I'm really tired. How many holes are to be drilled per bracket and how many in total to complete the order? Let's see, we have 2 holes per bracket. So 1, 2. So how many holes are to be drilled per bracket? 2. Then it says how many holes in total? Well, we have 6 parts. That's 2 holes per part. There's 12. How deep is each hole to be drilled? Okay, these center lines go all the way through, so these holes go all the way through. What's the width of this? The thickness. What is the width? 1 3/4 inches. What is the diameter of the holes? Look at that. 1/4 inch. How many pieces are required to fabricate the part? We have 2 boxes here with outlined with object lines, right? So it would have to be 2 pieces. 2 pieces make one whole part. So we need 2 pieces. What is the total number of pieces required to complete the order? 2 times 6, 12. What do the hidden lines in each of the views represent? Well, the diameter of the hole. Diameter of the holes. Multiple holes here. Define the note, break all sharp edges. That just means to get rid of the sharp edges. Whether that be grinding, filing, breaking. That's what that's implying. Identify an item within the title block that would be described as identify an item within the title block that would be described as a specification. If you look back in our notes in here, it actually mentions a material as being a type of specification. So we can just take a look here. Our material is mild steel. I'm going to put our specification as mild steel. Bada bing, bada boom, and we are